Yeah, you read the title correctly. I am unemployed as frick.
I wasn't fired from my job, I was laid off. Well, you wouldn't know the difference.
I was a little hesitant to make this video. One, because I wanted my channel to be filled with like cool renovations and fun vlogs and like just kind of cool uplifting stuff. Two, just thought it'd be awkward, kind of a boring video. I didn't really want to do it, but I always like to keep it real with y'all. And the longer this whole pandemic goes on, the more I see that there's so many others out there in this situation. So figured I'll make this video, but to make it not this sad, boring video, figured I'd shoot hoops, because how can a video be negative when you're just wetting shots left and right? I saw online like almost 7 million people have lost their jobs, probably more than that. I think that's just what it filed for unemployment, but that just shows that there's so many people in the same situation. So if that's you, we're in this together. Money. So I'm just out here working on my form, getting ready for my next career. Whenever this whole NBA lockout ends, I'm thinking, not lockout, this is not the lockout, more like suspension. Whenever this whole NBA suspension ends because of this coronavirus, I'm thinking about trying out for the Mavericks. So, Mark Cuban, check this out. There it is. All right, look at this. I shot the ball and then it rolled and bounced right there. Boom, just stuck. So to give you guys a little background, I was working for a commercial real estate developer in Dallas, and within the company, and basically within tons of companies, there are certain little teams that each people work on. So I had a guy ahead of me and then some other guys, and I was like an analyst. So the guy that led my team up and left the company. A big deal that we were working on just kind of died. In between that and everything going on with the economy, the whole team just got the axe. So left me out in the dust. And honestly, I wasn't even upset at the time, because I was actually interviewing with other companies because I knew I didn't want to stay with this company long term. So when this happened, I was like, you know what, no big deal. I'm already interviewing with other companies. I'll find a job quickly. And this was like right at the beginning of the coronavirus. Obviously, we all knew about it. It was all in the news, but it had just started hitting the US, so still wasn't something that people were really worried about here until the next day. Or the day after that. This literally happened like a day or two before the NBA announced that they were suspending their season. And once they did that, that's when it was like, oh crap. Like, cause I knew as soon as the NBA suspend their season, all sports are gonna suspend. And once that happens, it's like, things are not looking good. So all sports are suspended, and that's when everything just kind of goes downhill, and I'm like, crap. So I'm interviewing with these companies, things are going good, having phone calls, and then as soon as that happens, everyone that I'm talking to just kind of puts their hiring on freeze, and they're just like, yeah, the economy, we don't really know what's going on. Oh, so close. But yeah, so then everything goes from like, okay, it's annoying that I got let go, but you know what? No big deal. Like, I'm still interviewing with these other companies. The only thing that's annoying is now I feel like I have like a little less leverage in these interviews, because now I'm unemployed versus someone that is employed just looking around for a new job. So that's a little annoying, but hey, no big deal. I have a lot of things in the works, and then boom, NBA suspends, everything else suspends, and basically the whole country goes on lockdown, and things start to freeze. Finally. So basically everything is frozen. I mean, I don't have to explain it. You guys know. We're basically on like a freaking lockdown. Everything is closed except for essentials. Get in there. I'm sure you guys can relate if you've been let go trying to find a new job during this. It's pretty wild. Now I'm out here just honing my skills, waiting for the Mavs to call. A little bit closer, and that was in. I'm just a little out of my range. I have had some kind of momentum though. I've interviewed with some companies over the phone and over Skype still, so that is a positive, but all these companies, they still say they're on a hiring freeze until who knows when, and no one really knows, because it's something like this is just completely unpredictable. So that's a little frustrating, but just got to keep following up and staying on these people's inboxes and letting them know that I'm still interested and that I'm out here looking. And whenever this whole virus ends and this whole pandemic kind of slows down, I think things are gonna be looking up. Especially if I work on this jump shot a little more. There it is. Let's go 2 in a row. Ah.
Catch you on the flippity flip.
I think I'm gonna become one of these like basketball YouTubers. You know, there are these little niches on YouTube. Basketball's kind of a big one. See a lot of freaking ballers out there. Sign me up. I'm about to hit 50 free throws in a row. Didn't count. That one doesn't count either. Okay, it must be because it's a little chilly today and I have this jacket on, so I'm like, my range of motion is not all there. But I promise you, any other day I'm wearing like 200 of these in a row. Starting now. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Okay, clearly I'm like LeBron James, like really freaking good at everything else, but just, you know what, free throws, just too good for them. Don't really practice them. Like, so, you know what? All the best are kind of bad at free throws, so that must be what I have going on, but let me prove to you how good I really am. See that roof right there? I'm about to go 50 for 50 from there. Okay, made it. Okay, well I clearly need to work on my basketball skills a little more because it should not take me that long to make that shot. That was like 30 tries. Should have taken like 1. So, don't really know. I got distracted hooping that. Don't really know where I left off on the whole video talking about getting let go, but yeah, it stinks, but I know there's tons of people out there in the same situation. Just gotta keep applying and know that whenever this whole pandemic ends, businesses are gonna shoot up and they're gonna need lots of employees and we gonna be balling. But yeah, it's kind of funny. So after I got let go, I was like, you know what? This might be a sign. I need to go hard on my YouTube. I don't have an income coming in right now, so conventional wisdom would say, don't buy a drone. You don't have the money for the drone because you don't know when your next paycheck's gonna be. This pandemic could last a while, so save your money, be smart. But I was like, you know what, no. I'm gonna invest back in my channel. I'm gonna buy a drone. I'm gonna make these awesome videos. So, spent all this money on a drone, was going to be awesome, and then I crashed it the next day. So,
that's kind of funny.
And now my camera's breaking because I keep making all these renovation videos, all the sawdust and the popcorn ceilings and just doing all this, all the dust keeps getting in the lens, and now it keeps telling me like lens error, and I looked up online, it can come from sand and dirt and stuff getting in the lens, so I was like, yep, that's it. So hopefully my camera can last me so I don't have to buy another camera, but that's where I'm at now. But luckily I had a nice little emergency fund saved up. I have really low expenses because I naturally just live very frugally. So, my advice to you guys out there, if you do currently still have a job throughout all this, make sure you build up an emergency fund. Make sure you're living as lean as possible, just in case something does happen. Then you have a cushion and you don't need to freak out. So, that's where I'm at now, just interviewing around, well, trying to interview around, slowly kind of interviewing here and there, but everywhere that I've talked to has been like, We need to fill this spot, but we're on a hiring freeze right now, so we're just kind of looking around and interviewing, but no moves will be made until we see a sign that this whole pandemic is gonna end and that the economy is gonna kind of go back to normal. But that's about it for this video. Hope you guys are staying safe, staying healthy, and if you are unemployed, just try and stay positive, and we're all in this together. All right, see y'all next time.